Hello and welcome back to another edition of Will's Grill Shack. Today we're doing a comparison on mince and what I think makes the best smash burger. So the question came up over on Instagram, what makes the best smash burger? Somebody recommended some dry aged beef, which I've never personally tried before. It's always been Wagyu or just supermarket style burgers, or maybe chuck. And personally I found that some Wagyu, specifically from Devon Wagyu or Warrendale Wagyu, is seriously good for burgers. So I thought, let's order some dry aged beef mince. We'll go to the supermarket, we'll get the cheap 12% fat beef mince, and also we're going to get some outstanding Sicilian Wagyu mince, and we're going to cook them all on the Blackstone grill and see which has the best flavour and the best taste. So let's head on over to the bench and check out the mince. We're going to go through each mince and see how it's made up, what the fat content's like, and also what it smells like. So let's head over there now. Okay, so here are our three mince. So we've got our supermarket mince, which is 12% fat. A lot of people rate supermarket mince, they normally go 20% fat, but I couldn't get hold of that, and I actually prefer 12% fat on the supermarket mince. So that's just the basic stuff from a local supermarket, and we're talking this will be, I think, £2 I paid for this for 450 grams. Next up we've got our dry aged burger mix. This stuff here is £15 a kilo, 15 pound a kilo, depending on obviously what quantity you're buying it at. And you can see that the fat in this is pretty heavy, probably maybe a 25% sort of fat ratio, but it looks really good. Obviously when we get it out of the packet, we'll have a look at it. Then move on to the Wagyu Galician burger mince, and if you look at this, the fat content on this has got to be 40%, I reckon, 40-50%. Just look at how fatty it is, seriously fatty. Apparently this is meant to be the creme de la creme of burger mix. So let's get these out and let's have a look, let's see how they form, and yeah, let's go from there. Right, so let's take a look at the supermarket mince to start with. Now, I always find that this stuff is a real weird, the way it's sort of packaged, it's very much stringy, is what I would say, and I always find it a little bit tricky to form into balls the correct size. Doesn't look overly fatty, obviously it's only 12% fat, so there is a little bit of fat in there, but not a great deal. So let's just form these into our balls. I always go for about an 80 gram-ish ball. I find that works really well with smash burgers. So there's one, as you can see there, looks great. Just not a proper ball, you don't need to do that because obviously you're going to be smashing it down anyway. And then we'll go the same with this one here. Again, 80-ish grams. What's the point of measuring? When I did a burger pop-up, don't need to measure. So that is 2 balls there of the supermarket mince. Next up is our dry age, so let's take a look at this. Like to give it a little smell. Oh, it definitely smells dry agey, as they say. In terms of fat, serious amounts of fat running through that. Very congealed already, which makes for good sort of burgers. Very heavy. Mix that into a ball, and you can see there we've got a nice ball, nice size. Just grab another little bit, mix that into a good sized ball again. So we've got our 2 dry aged balls in the middle there. Perfect. Next up is the Sicilian Wagyu. Give it a sniff. Oh god, all you can smell is fat. This is seriously fatty mince. Quite, how can I describe it? It's tacky, I would say. Obviously with the supermarket mince, it didn't form overly easy, whereas this is, you can see the gloves are sticking to it. It's got some nice yellowy fat in it, I would say. so it's looking good. We're just going to put these into relatively light balls there. Same size again. The smell off of this Wagyu is insane, absolutely insane. So that is our Wagyu mince, which I actually think is more like 45–50% fat. I'm looking at these balls, so it'd be interesting to see if that just melts in our mouth. So we're just going to keep this really simple. Got my favourite, I think it's called Merioak or Maryland cheese. It used to be available at Costco, now I've got to order it on Amazon. This stuff is the best burger cheese you're ever going to use, and we're using Saint-Pierre brioche buns, pre-sliced, non-seeded, which are great. So that is our mince ready to go there. So we've got Wagyu dry aged supermarket, and we're just going to do double cheeseburgers, simple double cheeseburgers, and then take a bite out of each and see what the best is. So let's head over to the Blackstone and check that out. Okay, so first things, just going to toast off the buns. See, nicely toasted off. Right, so supermarket one on first, this side, dry aged in the middle, and then the super duper Wagyu over that side. Right, so now here is the taste test. I don't normally like doing these videos where you eat on camera, but I feel it's absolutely necessary for this. So this is the supermarket one. We've got some nice crispy edges around the outside, so the fat's done its job, it's crisped up nicely. But let's give it a bite. That is a nice burger. That is a simple smash burger that is really nice, not overly juicy. Don't get me wrong, still tastes good, but not overly juicy. Now let's have a look at the dry age. Never had dry age before. Crust on the outside, really good, really good. Let's go in for a bite. That has got deep fatty flavour. You can really taste the agedness in it. Really nice. That is really nice. Next up is the Sicilian Wagyu, and you can see the crust on that is really good. Really good. So let's go in for a bite. Tastes like Wagyu. It tastes almost tastes gamey actually. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. Nice and crispy. I liked it, but I actually think the dry aged mince is far better. The way that fat is crisped up, the flavour from the dry age, really good, and it's cheaper than the Wagyu. I think in terms of cost effectiveness, the supermarket one is definitely the winner for me. In terms of flavour, I think that the dry age one is definitely the winner. But you've got to try Wagyu in a burger because it is tasty, but it's not a patch on the dry age. So for me, I'm taking this one and I'm going to finish it. Now that was some good burgers, and I thoroughly enjoyed all three of them. They were really good. Even to the supermarket one was also seriously decent. It just didn't have the same crust as what the others have, which is what I really like about that dry aged and how it just crisped up. And also the flavour and texture in your mouth of that mince was absolutely insane. And I also let the missus try the Wagyu one as well, and the dry aged, and she agreed that the dry aged one was nicer. I think the Wagyu possibly could have done with just a little bit longer. Obviously it was the last one to be smashed down, and I think that could have done with a little bit longer, but all in all the flavour of the dry aged was absolutely insane. So what makes the best smash burger? It is 100% dry aged mince. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join me next time for another edition of Will's Grill Shack. Thanks for watching.